What great timing, for us as we try to build and construct a team. I think the timing is perfect for us. We have to have growth on this basketball team and build with the momentum of having an all-star game here, and hopefully we can put that brand on the floor.
Switching gears about the growth, though, is a lot of people, a lot of critics out there, a lot of fans out there have suggested that the Raptors should tank so that they can get Andrew Wiggins next year. That's not a proud thing. That's not something that this team is looking at, is it?
I don't know how you. I say it again. I don't know how you teach winning by losing. And for me, we have to build a culture of winning in some kind of way, and that's not to say it's not a way to go to build a team. Some people choose to do that, and but I would let that come to us. If it happened where it came to us and that was the situation, then we're fine. We're fine with it.
Like a trade, you mean, to trade?
No, what if knock wood, our team starts well and plays well, but you never know how things can go in a season, and our jobs is to look at it in every single way. And if it didn't go so well, then you know what, we would then we can figure out a way. But for now, that's not the focus. The focus is to see what we have and to encourage the players that we have, to grow the young guys that we have, and get on with the season. For me, that's what basketball and that's what winning is all about.
In regards to a potential name change, Tim actually gave you credit for coming up with the point that it doesn't matter what you're called as long as you win. Mm-hmm. What's the benefit then of rebranding, not changing the name, but the colors or the brand or what have you?
It still comes back to what you've just said now. Anything you do is all based on winning. You can be called the worst name in the world, or you can have the
Tim
worst
said you
name.
mentioned the worms.
I don't know if I mentioned the worms, but you can have the best name, worst name. You can have any colors you want if you put right basketball players, and that's our responsibility. It's the same thing I said today. This is all great and this is beautiful for the city, but at the end of the day, my responsibility and my team's responsibility is to put that basketball team on the floor that's going to go out and try and win out there. And it's going to take time, patience, but we're taking on the challenge, and we love it. The city, the people, the organization, the fans, I think, deserve it in Toronto.
Does the All-Star game change your timeline at all for how you want this team to progress? Does it take away from being patient at all, or is it still so far away that you can still kind of be patient and take your time?
No, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't matter. As long as we show growth, in our team and whichever way it's going, you show direction and you show growth. I don't think there's a timeline there, but we're not trying to buy time here. We're not trying to postpone anything, but we'll be patient, and we'll let some things come to us, and some things we'll be aggressive with. I think we've shown that a little bit, and we'll continue to evaluate our team. But now it's time to play.
When you talk about evaluating growth, the measure that most people from the outside the organization look at as growth is just straight how many wins do you have compared to last year. Is that the measure, or is there something else you're looking at?
Well, if we have a couple wins more than last year, I don't know how that is for me. Is that much growth? We have to look at how much our players have improved. What we're doing to make this team better. And how hard are we playing? What systems are we playing out there? And I think we've had a good summer, and for me, it's not necessarily like wins and losses, but really the growth of our basketball team. And at the end of the day, when we do that well, then the wins are going to come.
Based on the fact that at least the starting five could be similar, if not the same as last year, how much pressure should there be on this group to get off to a quick start?
For me, we're talking about it tonight. You know, it's every game we have to come and play. You know, and there's no more excuse. It seems like there's consistency without having a tough schedule. You know, in the beginning. You know, so that's. I think it was Larry Bird that said it. You know, when the schedule comes out, we check. We check if. There's 41 home games and there's 41 road games, you know, and then you go and play because there's going to be advantages and disadvantages at different places. So we can't make any excuses of tough schedule or, you know, so yes, how we start the season is going to be very important. And then that's our jobs to make adjustments, you know, and the players' jobs and coaching, you know, so. It's all our responsibility. Again, I come back to it. We have to put that brand on the floor. That chemistry is very key for us, because a lot of people think it's individual talent, and you know, which player you bring. At the end of the day, it all has to come together. And we're hoping these guys come together a little bit quick.
Three of the players that you brought in Tyler, DJ, and Austin, all three of them top 15 picks. All three of them have started and have played in the playoffs, but are coming off of rough seasons. Is that something that you look for when you go out and sign players, guys that maybe are a little bit more affordable because of some rough times but have had success in the NBA?
Yes, you have to find every way that gives us some kind of advantage. Don't forget we were I don't know the best way to put it, but we didn't have a lot of money to spend, you know, in the summer, and it's not these players are good players, and yes, they've struggled, but sometimes if they didn't have that struggling season, maybe we don't have a chance to get them, you know, and we have to take those chances. We have to project as part of our job, and then you put them in this situation and try and guide them the right way, and that's coaching, whether it's mentoring, and for them to grow as players, development, and that's what we want to be good at, developing our young players.
Going into this season, if the opportunity is there to play the 5 or 6 main guys a lot of minutes to get wins, is that going to be more important than, say, giving time to some of the young guys to get a chance to play and develop on the court? Or is there going to be a mixed approach, or how do you see that situation?
We'll develop our players, and sometimes it doesn't come right away. Sometimes it comes with a circumstance or a situation, but I tell you, Coach Casey is committed to developing our young players, and they've done a good job this summer.